you read my internet post today, you saw that my buddy Sunnyland Steve would be here tonight. So as promised, my pal Sunnyland Steve.
Thank y'all. That's me. Yes, don't lose that. That contains the magic elixir that keeps me alive. It's been a while since I've been to Juice and Java. Y'all all look the same pretty much. Me, I'm a little older, but I'm not complaining about it. And let me ask you a question. Have you ever been out? Maybe you went out partying, having a good time. Maybe hit a few spots, had a few beverages of whatever kind. Maybe even a few substances, I don't know. And you looked over there and there was somebody there that was partying even harder than you. And you looked at them and you thought to yourself, they're going to jail tonight. This song is dedicated to those people. I don't care if I get arrested. Tonight they'll need more than a ball and chain. And I don't care who's interested. I'm coming into town just the same. I've been feeling low, I've been feeling blue. Think I might need a little drink or two. Now be my friend, tell me where that place is, where the whiskey flows and the dice is rolls till dawn. My baby done me wrong, and I must attest it. My heart's so low, I think it must be told. I don't wanna know where east or west is. Pretty soon, I won't feel the cold. I've been walking down Main Street feeling no pain. Along came a cop who could tell my name and explain to me what a federal case is. I've been mixing my highs, Lord, my lows again. Bright city lights make me feel alright. I ain't right or wrong, and tomorrow never comes. Well, I don't care if I get investigated. City fathers, they all black my name. I'm pretty sure you can smell the traces. For tomorrow morning, I'll take all the blame. I've been feeling low, I've been feeling blue. Think I might need a little whiskey or two now. You wouldn't mind a man having a drink? Tonight, I'll sleep on my walking cane. Bright city lights make me feel alright. I ain't right or wrong, and tomorrow never comes. Well, I don't care if I get arrested. All right, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Good. There we go. All right, thank y'all very much. Like I say, my name is Sunnyland Steve, and it's really good to be here to play for you. This is this guitar's first time ever in this room. So I think it sounds pretty good so far. What do you think? I want to test it out by itself and not encumbered by the ornery load of my singing voice. So I'm going to play you a little instrumental. This song has a little bit of a history to it. It's called Hideaway. It was written by the late, great Freddie King. You may not know that name, but you've heard his licks played by an awful lot of really, really good guitar players. This is called Hideaway, and the only thing special about this is the fact that normally this is done with a 3 or 4 piece band, and I'm going to do all the parts on one acoustic guitar. So, let's hope my fingers are warmed up. Dang it, for a minute there, I thought we had some marijuana growing over there. Did y'all notice that back there on the shelf? For a minute, I thought, all right, in honor of the late, great Freddie King, this is called Hideaway. Thank you. I think my fingers, I can't say they're not warmed up now, can I? All right. Oh. In honor of Sam Cooke and the fact that it's Saturday night. Another Saturday night. I ain't got nobody. Got some money, so just got paid. Oh, how I wish I had someone to talk to, mending up away. I got in town a month ago. I've seen a lot of girls since then. If I could meet them, I could get them, but as yet I haven't met them. That's how I'm in the state I'm in. Another Saturday night. I ain't got nobody. Got some money, just got paid. Oh, I wish I had someone to talk to, mending up away. Another fella told me he had a sister who looked just fine. Instead of being my deliverance, she bore a strange resemblance to the cat named Frankenstein. Another Saturday night. I ain't got nobody, got some money, just got paid. Oh, how I wish I had someone to talk to, mending up away, mending up away, mending up away. Thank you. What do y'all think? How's this guitar sound? Sound pretty good? Well, we got to thank Mr. Michael Bokides for a lot of that because I'm playing through his gear. All right? But, yeah, Bo, it sounds real good to me. You usually have a pretty good sound down here. All right, everybody in here, how many people in here are actually drinking coffee? We got 1, 2. Wow, this is a coffee house and we've got 2 coffee drinkers in here. What's everybody else drinking? Beer, water. You could have stayed home for that, brother. All right, I just wondered. Not as many options here, I don't think, as a lot of the places I play at. What I'm going to try to do right now is I'm going to take you back to the very first song that was ever recorded that was a slide guitar blues, okay? Slide guitar is an American thing. Actually, it came from Hawaii. Some bright boy figured out he could take a piece of steel they were using on a railroad track, and he could slide it down the strings of his guitar, and he got kind of... He said, boy, that sounds cool. Americans at that time, this is back in like the 1910s and 1920s, radio was just getting into everybody's life, okay? And they were hearing these weird sounds coming from the islands, and there was a bunch of guys down in the Mississippi Delta who heard this and said, I know what he's doing. I can do that. The very first slide blues was recorded on November 2nd, 1923 by a man named Sylvester Weaver. This is that song that he played that day. And I'm going to tie it together with another song that's a little bit more Florida, because it's about a train that came through Florida called the Orange Blossom Special. So the other thing both these songs have in common, they were both stolen from their rightful composers. It's that Orange Blossom Special, bringing my baby back. Let's talk about a mover, the fastest train on the line. Talk about a mover, fastest train on the line. She's that Orange Blossom Special, rolling down that seaboard line. All aboard! going back to Florida. I'm gonna get that sand in my shoes. Going back to Florida. Get that sand in my shoes. Ride that orange blossom special. Lose these old New York City blues. Yeah. All out. Thank you. We're going to stay back in the 1920s for a little while. That's an era I feel very comfortable with. America was truly great then. We were a much more optimistic nature of a nation. And I didn't mean that people didn't have things going on in their life that was tough. That goes on all the time. That's not going to stop. I'm sorry if I'm cheering you up too much. I'm a blues singer. But there was back in the 1920s, there was a little skinny, runty little guy. His first name was Walter, but nobody ever called him that. They called him Furry. I never heard why. Furry Lewis was his name. And I'm not saying that Furry was a pretty lousy hobo, but, well, he lost a leg trying to board a train without permission back in the 1920s when he was in his 20s. He didn't let it slow him down none. He moved up to Memphis, got a job working for the city as a street sweeper on a street they call Beale. I want you to picture that for just a minute in your mind's eye. A skinny, runty, one-legged, coal black man getting out at 3 o'clock in the morning to go sweep the street they call Beale. It does not get more blues than that. I don't want you to feel sorry for Furry, though. He was famous. He's been on Johnny Carson many times. One time Johnny asked him, said, "Furry, you a married man? You got a wife somewhere?" Furry Lewis looked him dead in the eye, said, "Johnny, why I need a wife as long as the man next door got one?" Johnny Carson was going through one of his really brutal divorces right then, and he went into hysterics, and they had to stop filming for a whole day. Furry was in a couple of Burt Reynolds movies, and he's been around, I tell you. Back in 1927, he wrote this song. It's called The Falling Down Blues. Got the blues so bad it hurt my feet to walk. Blues so bad it hurt my feet to walk. Wouldn't hurt so bad, but it hurt my tongue to talk. Some folks say the word blues ain't tough. Some folks say the word blues ain't tough. It might not kill you, sure will handle you rough. Well, I'ma jump right through the keyhole in your door. jumped right through that old keyhole in your door. I jumped so fast, your man, he won't know. Hitch up my buggy, saddle up my black mare. Hitch up my buggy now, saddle up my black mare. I'm gonna find my woman, she's out in the world somewhere. She caught the rumbling, I caught the falling down. She caught the rumbling and I caught the falling down. I turned my back and I never looked back around. Never look back around. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's good to be here at Juice and Java. This place always smells good. A lot better than some of the blues bars I play in sometimes, I'll tell you. This place smells good. I didn't say you smell good, sir. I just said the place smells good. This next song has a great story behind it, and I don't mind telling you. Our hero laid down in a motel room bed. The year was 1970. Some of you weren't even born, I'm sure. But our hero laid down in this bed, in this motel room, after eating some heaping helpings, I'm talking Jethro Bodine style, of mushrooms. Now, these mushrooms, they were not shiitakes, and they weren't portobellos. They weren't even those little button mushrooms you get up at Publix. These were shrooms. And shrooms contain a magic elixir called psilocybin. And our hero, having eaten large quantities of said shrooms, began to dream as he lay in this bed. And he dreamed that Jimi Hendrix, who was still alive at the time, was in the room with him and was trying to show him a song so he could record it. And how Jimmy was playing this song for him was he was turning the faucet in the sink in the motel room. Are you with me so far? Like I said, these were high-octane shrooms. These were not the. Anyway, this is the song that young Dwayne Howard Allman dreamed Jimi Hendrix taught him. This is called Little Martha. She does sound good, doesn't she? Not bad for a bunch of shrooms, huh? Let's see here. Yeah, y'all heard that song on the album back in the day. You was probably eating shrooms and you never knew there was a certain continuity there. No. Excuse me, thanks to certain environmental conditions, tonight's show is being brought to you by Hall's Triple Action Lozenges. Tell you what, I'm going to play you a song. All my songs have stories behind them, if they're the good ones. This one is about a guy who lived in Montgomery, Alabama in the 1930s. He was a street singer, and we only know his name. He had two names. One was Rufus Payne, that's for the tax man, and the other was T-Tot. He was a street singer in Montgomery, Alabama, and we only know about him because he had one guitar student, a scrawny, beat-up little kid, skint, broke, poor, I'm talking, came out of the logging camps. His name was Hiram Williams. Everybody called him Hank. And he approached this old street singer and wanted lessons. He wanted to know how. All right. I've seen an interview with the son of T-Tot. He said that his dad had quit playing blues at that point and was strictly out there on the street singing religious material. And here comes this kid up there, wants to learn all about the blues. Well, he stuck with it, and that kid grew up to be Hank Williams. So this song was written by Hank Jr. about the man who started it all for the Williams family. So in memory of T-Tot. Every morning T-Tot came around, setting up his shoe shine box in town. He'd sing good morning Montgomery, he'd say good morning Montgomery, he'd say good morning Montgomery, Alabama. I'm so glad, don't feel sad, there's no way you should feel sad when this dear old man with an old tin can started to play the blues, yeah. He met this white boy, little Hiram Hank, took him in right under his wing. He'd sing, T-Tot, make it sing. He'd say, T-Tot, make it ring. He would laugh and he would sing. He'd say, show me, show me, show me. If only I could play like you, I'd give anything. Yeah. He learned to play like the old man said he would. Little Hiram's got his name in Hollywood. But I wish T-Tot could have stayed around. Maybe little Hiram would not have drowned in all those things that does a boy wants to sing no good. Hiram's music's had a worldwide touch. We all owe Mr. Rufus Payne so much. Yeah, I can see him now with a great big smile, setting a day's work up. We got peanuts, hot peanuts, put your money in the tin cup and shine them up. Would you please show me, show me, show me? If only I could play like you, I'd give anything. Yeah, Rufus Payne and Hiram Hank loved each other so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Woo! I got about one more song for you, and I got to decide which one it's going to be. You're not involved in this decision. Just sit back, talk, enjoy your food, have some coffee, y'all. It's good for you. I wouldn't know anymore. I don't drink it anymore at all. I don't. I drink tea. All right, I was thinking it was either going to be the obscene song that I wrote, it's a lot of fun, or it was going to be the prison song, or it might be the love song. I'm not going to do that one. They won't ever let me back in here if I do that one. All right, we're not going to do any of those. We're going to do the Texas song. This guitar does sound good to me. I don't know about y'all, but it sounds great to me. In case you're wondering about the skull and crossbones and the pirate accoutrements, quite often on the weekends, my girl and I are to be found looking an awful lot like pirates, hanging out with other pirates, and I play pirate music. And she said I had to go ahead and get this guitar. I know some of you fellows are guitar players, and it's a big thing on social media about how she always doesn't want you to get more guitars. I don't have that problem. My girl owns more guitars than I do. But somebody in South Carolina put the Jolly Rogers on this and some other things. And I'm awful glad I got it because it sounds and plays wonderful. But that's not what I came here to talk about. This song I got from a woman by the name of Shamikia Copeland. And her dad was Johnny Copeland. He was an amazing Texas blues man. And I wish he had got to hear his daughter sing because she's pretty good. This is called Beat Up Old Guitar. In the bar town in Texas, in the poor part of town, sat an old man playing blues, dirty and low down. Though it never made him famous, never was a star. He could really play the blues, really play the blues, really played the blues on a beat up old guitar. But he hugged it like a woman, held it close across his chest. Ran his hands across the body, a slow, soft caress. Though he never made much money, when they passed around that jar, he could really play the blues, really play the blues, really play the blues on that beat up old guitar. Body was all scratched up, the necky beat up thing. But when the old man started picking, he could make a guitar sing. Though it never made much money when they passed around that jar, but he could really play the blues, really play the blues, really play the blues on a beat up old guitar. I'm gonna play my beat up new guitar. One day that guitar broke down. You know, the old man broke down too. You know, this mean old world gonna get you, no matter what you do. But if you're ever down in Texas and you really listen hard, you hear an old man playing the blues, an old man playing the blues, really playing them blues on the beat a beat up old guitar. Thank y'all so much. My name is Sunnyland Steve. Look for me around here. Find me on spacegoeslive.com. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.